I know who you are, Oroku Saki. We met many years ago in the house of my master, Homato Yoshi. You. Now I will finish whatever I began with your ear.
Hey there, action figure collectors, pop culture lovers, and comic fans out there. You're watching Ghazali's Reviews. This is Ghazali, and today I'm going to review Splinter and Shredder from 1990 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie by NECA. So, first thing first, the packaging, which is a window box packaging, and the packaging is the same as that of the Turtles 2 pack, which I have reviewed previously, and just the images and names of turtles have been replaced by Splinter and Shredder in this packaging. Otherwise, the whole box and whole thing is same. So, moving towards the packaging, the figures can be seen clearly inside along with all the relevant accessories and stuff. On top here is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles logo. Here are the names of Splinter and Shredder at their designated places. And on top here is the Nickelodeon logo. And here is the image of turtles peeking from the cereal lid from the movie poster, of course. And on this side we can see the image of Shredder, two images of Shredder, and in between we can see the TMNT logo. And on top again here is the Nickelodeon logo, and at the bottom side here we can see the NECA logo. And similarly on the other side we can see the two images of Splinter, and in between the TMNT logo, and on top Nickelodeon logo, and at the bottom NECA logo. And on top here the massive Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles logo again. Here's the NECA logo, and here's the warning stuff, and here's the age restriction mark, here's the Real Toys logo. And on the bottom side we can see the names of those who have contributed in the manufacturing of this product. Again, NECA logo, Real Toys logo, some barcoding stuff, nothing important. And finally at the back side here we can see the images of Splinter and Shredder and the whole turtle gang here. And here is the brief synopsis of the 1990 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. Again, on top here is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles logo. Here is the Splinter versus Shredder thing written here. And again here is the Nickelodeon logo on top, and here is NECA logo written in distinctive manner. So that's it for the packaging. Let's open this box up and take a look what actually lies within them. Stay tuned. So finally here are the Splinter and Shredder figures out of the packaging, and these figures came with tons of accessories, which includes extra interchangeable hands such as these open palm hands for Shredder, and the object holding hands for Shredder as well. And if we can talk about Splinter, he has a pair of object holding hands here, see, and then it came with the finger pointing hands. And a pair of special hands that can be used, for certain poses. For example, you can put Splinter into a specific pose, like he's doing meditation or yoga stuff. So these hands are good for that pose. And then Splinter also came with this pair of slippers, and one Mikey's nunchuck, and there is this Shredder's spear, see, And this is also a shredder accessory, which is this tiny dagger and a sheath. The dagger can be put inside of a sheath like this, and an empty and cracked canister of TCRI here. You guys can see it is written here TCRI, and its cap is also removable, and basically it's a hollow canister. And finally, this is sparkly and shiny shredder's cape that has an interlocking mechanism. See, this pin here can be tucked inside this hole like this. I'll put this cape on shredder later in the video. So for now, putting all these accessories aside and moving towards the figures, and my impression regarding these figures is same as that of my previous review, which was about the Turtles figures from the same series and same toy line, which is 1990 movie. And I'm very much happy and excited to have these figures in my collection, as these figures are very much rare nowadays, at least in my country. And the scale is good. It fits and work out very much with my other collections, such as the Diamond Select toys, or McFarlane or DC Direct or collectibles, and some other NECA figures. And I can also show you guys that the Shredder's mask is also removable, and we can also consider this thing as an accessory as well. See, captures the likeness of the character very much. Both of these figures, the Splinter and Shredder, it really captures the likeness from the movie. And the other attributes of the figures are, good, such as the sculpting, detailing, and accurateness. Almost everything. I mean, these are one of the perfect figures a NECA has ever manufactured. So yeah, moving further, this is the front view, this is the side view, and this is the rear view of Shredder and Splinter action figures. So for articulation, I can choose Splinter first, and I am going to remove the belt and the cloth here so you guys can see the basic features of the articulation in this figure specifically. So the head moves left and right, he can look upward that much. Well, he doesn't look downward, but there is a neck pivoting here. The arms move back and forth and outward that much. And then there is a single joint in the elbows. There is a swivel in the elbows as well. The hands move up and down like this through a hinge joint, and there is also a swivel here. See? And then there are two ball joints here, one just below the neck here, see, and one here in the mid section of the torso, see, which is also a ball joint, and one here, which is the third joint here, which is also a ball joint. It rotates and swivels around like this. And talking about the legs can kick forward that much, backward that much, outward that much, and there is also a swivel here on top, and the knees are single jointed, see. There is also a swivel in the knees, and finally in the feet can move up and down like this through a hinge joint. There is also a swivel in the ankles here, and finally this toe articulation. Yeah, there is a toe articulation here, see. And let me show you guys if possible. At first I thought that the elbows has a double joint, but here you guys can see that it has a single joint. See, there is a swivel in the elbows as well here, and there is also a swivel in the forearms here, see. So that's it for the total articulation in this splinter figure. So let's put this aside for a while and moving towards the shredder figure. So the shredder's head moves left and right. There is a neck pivoting here as well. Well, he can look upward that much, he can look downward that much, and actually there are two joints in the neck, one between the neck and the head, and the other one between the torso and the neck. Two joints between the head and the neck, and the second one in between the neck and torso, see. And there is no diaphragm joint here. The arms move back and forth outward that much, and there is a single joint. No, there are double joints. Yeah, there are two joints, double joints in the knee elbows here. There is also a swivel in the elbow, and then there is also a swivel in the forearms here as well, and there is a swivel in the hands as well as up and down hinge motion, see. And then there is a swivel in the waist. Actually it's a ball joint here, see how he rocks and lean back and forth, rocks side to side, see. And then we move towards the legs. The legs can kick forward that much, backward that much, outward that much, and then there is a swivel in the upper thigh section here, see. And then there are double joints in the knees, see. And then there is no swivel here, but the feet can move up and down like this through a hinge joint, and there is also an ankle pivoting. So that's it for the total articulation in this shredder action figure. Stay tuned for height comparisons. So now for some height comparisons. Here are Splinter and Shredder side by side with some of the other figures from different universe and toy lines. But before I can do the comparison, I forgot to mention one accessory, which is this deformed pizza slice. When Leonardo slicing and dicing the pizza in the movie, if you guys remember, all of the slices landed on the plates of everyone, but for Splinter it lands on Splinter's head. And if you guys can see here, if you can observe the detailing, there are two grooves just below this pointy side here that can fit perfectly on top of Splinter's head, just above the eyebrows and the forehead like this, see. It's one of the coolest accessory in this box set here. So finally we can move towards the comparisons. So here are Splinter and Shredder side by side with Shao Kahn from Mortal Kombat 11 video game, Marvel Select Iron Man from Iron Man 3 movie, and Ben Affleck Batman from Zack Snyder's Justice League movie. All of these figures are of 7-inch scale. This Shao Kahn has been manufactured by McFarlane Toys. This Iron Man has been manufactured by Diamond Select Toys, while this Batman figure has been manufactured by McFarlane Toys. And for one more essential comparison, here are Splinter and Shredder side by side with all the four turtles: Raphael, Donatello, Leonardo, and Michelangelo. See how perfectly they are scaled. Don't need to mention, but I can tell you guys that all the four turtles are of 7-inch scale as well, and has been manufactured by NECA. So that's my review, folks. Hope you have enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. And if you have already been subscribed, just hit the bell icon so you will never miss any videos from Ghazali's Reviews. You can also follow Ghazali's Reviews on Facebook as well. Link is in the description below. So until next time, this is Ghazali, over and out.